The NCAA tournament has arrived for WKU volleyball, and so we thought it would be only fitting for the biggest matches of the year that we would feature one of the best players in program history for this week's Alumni Spotlight presented by Alumni Hall, the official online store of WKU Athletics. And that player is the four-time All-American from the class of 2009, the former Megan Argabright, Megan Soverns. How you doing today, Megan?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. So glad to get a chance to talk to you, and I always enjoy running off all the accolades of the alumni that I talk to, and yours are quite stellar even by that standard. I mentioned the four-time All-American, only one of three players in program history to have achieved that honor. Four-time first-team All-Sun Belt, 2006 Sun Belt Player of the Year. You also are the all-time program leader in career kills, blocks, and hitting percentage. Any of those accomplishments stand out to you as one you're most proud of?
Um, I would have to say that the kills for sure. That's a very hard thing to do, especially as a middle. So that's one that still resonates with me and still excites me.
Yeah, you were putting up quite a few of them. That was 2001 for your career, so the only player to reach the 2,000 kill mark in program history. You also hold the single season kills record at 590 in 2006. So putting them up, and you mentioned as a middle. I mean, this is one of the stories that we always like to get into with Travis Hudson's offense, one of the more unique ones in the country. Middle blockers tend to get the lion's share of the offense if they're the right
Yep.
ones, and you certainly were. So how exciting was that for you as you were going through the recruiting process to understand what you could be capable of here and then to go live that out over 4 years?
Yeah, actually, it was one of the things that drew me to Travis because when I stepped on his campus, he immediately was like, "This is how we run our offense. This is what we do to our middles." And I went back to my sister who played at University of Illinois, and I was like, "Is this not how every school does it? Do they not set their middles?" And she was like, "Oh, sometimes we're just in there to block." So when I heard that I could be a key player and really go in there and help out, I immediately was drawn to Western and Travis and how he ran his offense there.
One of the questions I like to ask alumni is about their favorite memories. And with you, I actually got a chance to see one that you've referenced before a couple years
Oh
back
yeah.
on Travis's 20th year when various alumni offered their tributes. You mentioned a time
Oh,
where all of you were singing Don't Stop Believin' and some Journey
yes.
hits on the bus. And it made me think
Hmm.
of this year because we were on our way back from FIU and Travis was trying to hustle back to get to the Toby Keith concert in town.
Uh,
And so we were all singing Toby Keith on the bus. So I really want to hear about this journey, literally and figuratively,
uh,
for your squad.
so freshman year we rode buses and well, we rode buses all 4 years, I should say, but on those long buses we would listen to songs and sing and everything else. And Journey came on and I didn't know any of the words. And so
Mm.
Travis sat right next to me as a freshman and looked at me. And like before the song line by line came out, he was telling me like the song Don't Stop Believing. And to this day, it's like one of my favorite songs. I love hearing it. And anytime it comes on, I immediately think of that road trip and Travis and that team. So it's a great memory.
And what a great mantra for this whole program, too, that has never stopped believing in itself and been able to do some pretty remarkable things as a result.
Right.
So I want to ask, too, while we're talking about Travis Hudson, I always love asking this question and certainly feel like it's appropriate for you as well. How has
Mhm.
Travis influenced your life?
Oh goodness. I mean, people can talk to about him as a coach and how much he cares about you as a coach, but Travis forever changed me as a person. He brought me onto that campus, and I left that campus a stronger person and a more well-rounded person. I still think about some of the things that he taught me and said to me, and I can hear myself occasionally saying some things that were said to me that I say to my kids, and I'm like, wait a second, that was from Coach Travis. So like, it's full circle, and I'm forever grateful for him being a part of my life, for him allowing me to be a part of his, and that we're still connected um, to this day.
What's one of the biggest lessons you tell your kids that you learned from him?
Oh my goodness. Hard work. Hard work. You've got to put in the time. You've got to put in the effort, the energy, and it'll pay off. And as you can see, he's still doing that. He believed it in himself. He taught us as players, and look at where the program is today and still going.
Megan, take me through what your life has been like since graduation. Where are you now? What are you doing? And you mentioned your kids as well. So a lot going on in your side of the world.
A lot going on. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom to my five amazing children. I'm hoping that once my littlest Bennett goes to school in a couple of years, that I'll be able to return back into the classroom where I can teach and coach. I really enjoyed that before having kids, and right now I'm just doing that at home with my other ones.
Yeah, understood. If you've got five together, you've got your own little team there. You can coach up properly.
That's right.
Love that. And looking at right now with this team, just obviously what this core of players has done the last couple of seasons to really move yet the next step forward for this program that has done so many things. I want to talk a little bit about them, and particularly Lauren Matthews. Obviously, there is, as we alluded to earlier in this conversation, such a great tradition of middles here, and Lauren is starting to put up numbers like what you put up, and here she is, top 10
It's
kills all
amazing.
time.
I love it.
I mean, goodness gracious, so I'm curious to know what has impressed you the most about what Lauren has done, and how cool has that been to see somebody thriving in your position in this offense here all these years later?
Oh my gosh, I love watching Lauren Matthews play. I actually have to tell you that we were watching a game the other night, and my oldest son is Matthew, and they heard her name announced, and they were like, "Mom, somebody just said my name," and I was like, "They're talking about Lauren. Lauren plays in the middle just like Mommy did," and so it's just one of those things. But Lauren is such a talented player, and I love watching her fire and how hard she hits the ball. And the best part about Lauren is that she keeps her composure so well. Nothing seems to jostle her game, and I just love watching her in action. She's just a true player.
And she will be back for another year as well, which I think is
I'm so excited.
oh my goodness, who knows what's going to happen to the record books? But more importantly, I'm
That's
not sure.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. Those as you say, records are meant to be broken. But the good
Right.
news for you is you've got your name on quite a few of those. So we'll see exactly how it all shakes out. But with the rest of this season in front of them, who knows how high they can go in the NCAA tournament. We've been waiting on this for quite some time, but obviously the legacy of this team is already well set in stone regardless of how they go,
Right.
how they do from here. I'm curious to know for you, what would be your message for them going into these last couple of matches to see exactly how high they can go, but to finish what they started? What would be your message to them?
Oh, my message to them is continue shining and enjoy the journey. I mean, it seems to go by so fast, and continue wearing that jersey with pride, and know that the alumni are cheering you on and are so excited for you, and can't wait to see where this journey takes you guys. We can't wait. We're so excited.
I join you in that eager waiting to see how all this unfolds. So, Megan, really appreciate your stopping by. Just an honor to have someone of your caliber, not only as a player, but as a person, join us here for this alumni spotlight, and wishing you and your family all the best as you move forward.
Thank you so much, Brett. Go Tops.